More than 2.5 billion people around the globe live in unconnected communities. That's more than 40% of the world's population. In India, more than 72% of the country's population resides in rural areas. The majority of Montana has a population density of less than 10 people per square mile. In countries such as Ecuador, Honduras, and Kenya, less than 5% of people have access to broadband, and only 18% of people are internet users. Even in rural England, millions of people go without basic broadband access. In fact, the United Nations just declared internet as a basic human right, and a study just confirmed that people are agreeing. But only 46% of the world's population has access to the internet. However, experts predict that deploying small cells in rural and remote areas could unlock $163 billion in opportunities for the world's mobile operators. These rollouts could include connectivity for college campuses, local businesses, local emergency services, farms, highways, and even parks. More than 650 million people worldwide would benefit from these rural rollouts. So why are service providers so reluctant to expand coverage to rural areas? Many open initiatives have been attempting to address this very same issue on a smaller scale. However, these initiatives are only covering a few communities at a time. In order to achieve countrywide coverage, a new approach is needed. Here's what operators think is most challenging in providing rural connectivity. Parallel Wireless's solution addresses 4 of the industry's biggest challenges: the cost of the base station or node, the cost of building backhaul, the cost and complexity of install and maintenance, and the challenging business model due to low ARPU. Because our mission at Parallel Wireless is to make carrier-grade cellular network deployments as easy and as cost-effective as enterprise Wi-Fi. Adding just one cellular tower can cost up to $250,000. By leveraging Moore's Law to drive down the cost of hardware and virtualization to bring elasticity, automation, and programmability, our virtualized HetNet architecture is possible, making it the smallest, most efficient, and most advanced solution available on the market today. Our Converged Wireless System, or CWS, is a software-defined, multi-mode, multi-carrier small cell hardware that's built on commodity components and integrates flexible backhaul and mesh capabilities. It supports voice and data and can be attached to any street furniture in a rural environment. In addition to providing the world's smallest small cell, our solution also addresses the challenge of building backhaul. Building out fixed backhaul can cost up to $10,000 plus per cable line. Now multiply that by 10,000 communities or more. With Parallel Wireless's CWS, operators can enjoy built-in flexible backhaul, which includes LTE, satellite, Ethernet, and mesh. Using wireless mesh for backhaul and forming mesh clusters with other CWSs eliminates the need for any fixed backhaul in rural environments, as connectivity can be wirelessly extended for miles via multiple hops. So even the most remote users can experience connectivity. The next challenge that our solution addresses is the cost and complexity of install and maintenance. Our solution requires a very low skill level to install, and configuration is automated through the HetNet gateway. It's the industry's first carrier-grade NFV SDN-based RAN orchestrator that orchestrates rural cells and makes them self-configuring, self-optimizing, and self-healing. It's also a solution that provides full network security.
Everything went seamlessly. It was very easy to install. No problems whatsoever.
Nodes take under 20 minutes to install and require minimum ongoing maintenance, which greatly reduces OpEx. In fact, in a cost comparison between a macro deployment and a parallel wireless deployment, Parallel's capital expenses were 1/10 of the macro deployment, and their operational expenses were only 1/20th. And deployment time was reduced from 14 to 16 months to just 4 to 6 weeks. Rural connectivity presents a challenging business model for operators due to the low ARPU of the deployments. Our solution makes these deployments possible. Some rural deployments only serve between 1 and 500 users, so operators need to keep costs extremely low. The parallel wireless solution significantly reduces deployment costs and planning time. With parallel wireless, operators can now financially justify bringing coverage to rural communities and painlessly meet government initiatives. And end users can have the simple enjoyment of watching videos, sharing things to Facebook, and doing homework. But expanding coverage to rural areas doesn't just stop there. Our solution provides significant opportunities for market expansion as well. Fishermen in Malaysia can begin to use mobile communications and internet access to conduct business more efficiently. Our public safety LTE solutions can ensure that rural emergency services will have 100% connectivity and reliability. And farmers across the globe will be able to experience full connectivity on every acre of their land. We're connecting the unconnected and aspiring to 100% connectivity. And we're solving rural connectivity for today, tomorrow, and the future.